get to be an alchemist in a way and transmute a photograph by turning it into a unique one-of-a-kind, into a painting. And I've been wanting to do that for the longest time. I would eventually like to get to a point where I'm just releasing unique, one-of-a-kind photographic prints and work more as a painter does, which I already do. I really only put out maybe 20 pieces of work per year, and it's a very fine-tuned process. It's not just, you know, shooting them all out and just releasing them all to the world. It's very methodical. There's a lot of planning and living with the pieces. I might live with the artwork for, you know, 6 months and make sure that it stands the test of time for me, that I always find something really beautiful in it, that I never get bored of it, that I never lose touch with it, and that it's constantly inspiring me. So that's when I know the piece is ready to release. It's really the personal pieces that are getting released as uniques right now. That's my main goal. And as soon as I set up my studio, I have an indoor pool that I'm building, then I think I can start to produce that kind of amount of work. And that's something I'm looking forward to. There's a very special bond between collector and artist, especially when you're talking about a unique piece of work. It's almost as if the two people create this new life form together, and this story starts to evolve, and this new life energy goes into the artwork, and especially throughout time, it just builds and builds and builds, depending on each person's story and where this piece of artwork goes and how it lives its own life. So there's a beautiful bond and traveling throughout time together. I get to create paintings with unique, one-of-a-kind prints, and that really brings me closer to those masters and to my intention as an artist. So it's a wonderful bridging that gap between the modern, contemporary world and this old world. Well, I guess what would be a fun story is how I first began shooting myself. So I did a lot of self-portraits, and those are some of the images that ended up in the unique collection. These were the tests and the experiments that went into creating all the new works, is I had to understand the vulnerability of being in the water, underwater like that.